Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Dharma Specialist. My name is Chris, and I am getting back on track with something that I've been meaning to for the past week. Sorry that I've been out, and I was going ahead and researching some more on Comet Elenin. There's been a few updates by NASA on their pages. Um, Actually, I just got motivated to make this, and I really didn't finish researching. I just went ahead and started doing my video. So if this comes out crappy, I apologize. Um, I want to mention something real fast, that one of the biggest things that has been left out are the specifics of Comet Elenin and its size, its speed, um, things like that. I mean, NASA really hasn't been very specific on the details. We all know who found it and how he found it remotely. Mr. Elenin out in Russia remotely found it in New Mexico from a from a telescope in New Mexico. Anyhow, he found it, which is great. But the thing is that we also know that New Mexico is in the northern hemisphere, right? And we also know that Comet Elenin during this time period has been in the southern hemisphere, correct? Um, how what a I how is this possible is what we're trying to figure out. And because NASA hasn't done any any specific detail about Elenin, we really haven't been able to decipher these things. Um, so what we're going to do is, I was coming across some information, and we're just going to read it and go over it. This is right here from National Aeronautics and Space Administration from NASA. This is one of their websites, Astrobiology, Life in the Universe. Special note, Ask an Astrobiologist has received more than 5,000 questions about Nibiru and Doomsday 2012, with more than 400 answers posted. Please read a summary of the answers that have already been posted and view a video on these topics. Use the search, blah, 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 blah. Okay? We'll come down and ask an astrobiologist. Question. So what the deal with Comet Elenin? There does not seem to be too much credible information. Everyone seems to be freaking out about it, but no one even knows how big it is. Does this comet pose a threat, and what is its size and nature? And I have read about Comet Elenin and how some NASA people want to keep it a secret. What are the chances of it coming to Earth, and what threat does it bring with it? And has this comet got anything to do with 2012 hoax? And Elenin is only 0.117 AU from Earth on March 11th, 2011, March 8th to March 15th, 2011. What are the chances that Elenin either impacts us or gets close enough to cause a major catastrophe? Please be honest. Now, according to this, you understand when this was made, okay? And we'll scroll down here. It was answered March 1st. Okay? So this was asked end of February. It was answered March 1st. It was answered by David Morrison, astrobiology senior scientist. So here, let's look. I have been receiving many questions about Comet Elenin. Many of them refer to the outrageous lies on some conspiracy theory websites, which are amplified by people who seem to think this comet is highly unusual. It is not unusual, and it is not a threat to Earth. See the Wikipedia. Okay, so a NASA official scientist wants us to refer to Wikipedia as an official reference. Nice. See the Wikipedia article on this comet for more information. C2010X1 Elenin, to give its full name, is a long period comet, which takes about 10,000 years to complete one orbit around the sun. It was discovered with a robotic telescope in New Mexico on the 10th of December 2010 by Russian amateur astronomer amateur astronomer robotically Laden Elenin. When comets or asteroids are first discovered, their orbits are quite uncertain. Usually it takes several months of observation to firmly establish the orbit. Elenin's closest to the Sun spot is in early September 2011 at a distance from the Sun of 40 to 45 million miles. It will be closest to Earth on about October 16th at a distance about 21 million miles, which is nearly 100 times farther than the Moon. The comet never comes close to the Earth, but it is expected to be visible in binoculars during August and October. Part of the internet chatter concerns its size. Comets are exceedingly small and enveloped in a tenuous cloud of gas and dust, so the only way to be sure of their actual dimensions is to visit with a spacecraft. Very well. The only way to find out the size is to go by spacecraft. Okay, so this guy is just giving us information which we already know. It's not very detailed, right? It's just information that we're already aware of because they already put out that website with the orbital track, which gives us all the information we need for distance and speed, pretty much. Where was I? Here we are. Half a dozen comets have been the target of spacecraft missions. All of them, even Comet Halley, are less than 10 kilometers in diameter. There is no reason to think Elenin is any different. Okay, so him saying there is no reason to think Elenin is any different is a clear indication that he hasn't taken even a glimpse at the information himself. That he's just reading a follow-up, or he's I don't know, covering something up, or he's hiding something, or he's just not doing his job right. But that statement right there's no reason to think Elenin is any different. Okay. If he knew the answer, he'd say, look, we have pictures, we'll show you. This means its mass is less than 1/1000th the mass of the Earth. Needless to say, we will not be aware of the tiny gravitational pull from Elenin in spite of these simple facts. Some websites, such as Godlike Productions, which I think it's odd that the NASA official would go ahead and say the name of the conspiracy website. That's just, I don't know, that's a bit out there. Some websites, such as Godlike Productions, are making wild claims that Elenin will hit the Earth, or disturb our orbit, or cause tides, or interact with our magnetic field. Such claims are pure fiction. One of the worst examples is a video that someone posted on a NASA BuzzRoom website that claims that the magnetic field of the comet will cause a large shift in the rotation axis of the Earth and produce mega earthquakes on March 15th, 2011. Stop. One of the worst examples is a video that someone posted on the NASA BuzzRoom website that claims that the magnetic field of the comet will cause a large shift in the rotation axis of the Earth and produce mega earthquakes on March 15th, 2011. It is hard to imagine anyone would take this seriously. Comets don't have magnetic fields, and magnetic fields can't change the rotation axis or cause earthquakes no matter how large they are. Now that's a crazy claim, and it would be a crazy coincidence that this would ever happen. I mean, wow. But it did. And forgive me because I could have paused it and gone and checked the date. I can't remember the exact date. I want to say it was, what date was it? Wasn't it the 11th? I guess it was the 11th or 15th. I don't know, but it was close. Okay, these people Had it close. Anyhow, if you haven't paused it and started to read without me. Oh, adding to the craziness, this is a claim that the same comet caused the Earth's axis to shift by 3 degrees in February 2010 and caused the Chilean earthquake, is what it should say. The Chile earthquake. Now, that's interesting because I didn't even know that until just now. Just reading that, I just found that out. The axis shifted 3 degrees on February of 2010. Huh. And it did another 3 degrees at the Japan earthquake. So far this year, our axis has shifted 6 degrees. That's a pretty big deal, I would say. Interesting. Interesting. Let's continue. Earth's axis to shift by 3 degrees in February 2010 and caused the Chilean earthquake. These are simply lies. The comet was far away a year ago, and there was no change whatever in the Earth's rotation axis. The Chile earthquake was a normal slippage in an active fault that has produced many previous earthquakes, including the one witnessed by Charles Darwin in 1835. Okay, thanks for saying that. Please remember that just because someone says he or she is from NASA doesn't make it true. Many people who post YouTube videos lie about their affiliation. Incidentally, only NASA is allowed to use the NASA logo. The blue circle with the word NASA and a satellite orbiting around it. I'm David Morris. Out. Okay. I'm not David Morris, but yes, that's who said this, and that was his response. And as you can see, astrobiology senior scientist, dated March 1st, 2011, from NASA. And I know it's from NASA because it is the blue circle with the word NASA and the satellite going around it. That is NASA. And this motherfucker just lied straight through his goddamn darn teeth about some stuff. Okay, so we don't know. We could be, I don't know, this right here, this NASA buzz room, that's why I got interested, because I saw that before NASA buzz room shut down for whatever crazy reason. I don't know, a lot of government agency websites have been mysteriously shutting down. Anyhow, so yeah, we'll come back and let me see. That was him, and then I was here, and this is NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, California Institute of Technology. And I'm almost out of time, so I gotta make this fast. Comet Elenin preview of a coming attraction. Okay, and this is JPL, and it is not. You can't do anything with it except for just look at that picture, which is an awful picture for them to use. Oh my gosh, I apologize. May 4th, 2011. Everybody pause this and read it, because I'm running out of time, so I'm not going to talk very much. But pretty much it's just another thing talking about what he thinks and what he says and what it is, and it's all the same information over and over and over. But none of them say anything about what I said about how it was discovered in the northern hemisphere. And right here you can even see this is the southern hemisphere, this is the northern hemisphere, this is Earth. Okay, Earth was over here in December. Okay, and an amateur did a remote thing to a crappy telescope which saw that down here some freaking weird way. Anyway, my time is up. I hope you enjoyed. Keep on thinking, Keep on researching, find out the truth. It is out there. So long.